Jerusalem, as you know, is one of the poorest cities in the nation. Why is that, and what steps are you taking to change that?
Jerusalem has huge potential. The brand Jerusalem is one of the strongest in the world. And when you compare Jerusalem to other major cities in the world, you realize that it's ours to lose. It's our ability, it's our potential that we have to exploit. And so as an entrepreneur, I set a goal to turn around the city from the economic side, and we're focusing on a number of core competitive advantages Jerusalem has. The number one, of course, is the fact that it's the holy city, central city, a destination for pilgrims and tourists from all over the world. I set a goal to move from 2 to 10 million tourists a year and scale the economy, create Jerusalem a very bullish, inviting city for business and investors. And indeed, in the first 5 years, we're now up to close to 4 million tourists a year. Our economy is booming, and the municipality is scaling economically very, very fast. And that has huge halo effect on quality of life in Jerusalem. So it is about turning the city around and making it more successful, more exploiting its potential.
I understand, but the question is, why is it poor in the first place? It does have tremendous potential, so why is it in this situation economically? Why is there such a kind of fiscal crisis here?
It has a lot to do, in my mind, on focus and how to make it successful. There are cities that do better and do worse. I think it's a matter of focusing on core competitive advantages. It has not been done before. And what I bring is more business thinking, entrepreneurial thinking, to how to exploit that potential I shared with you, that maybe some people took it as a given. But I know that in order to exploit a city's potential, you have to define goal, vision, and develop business plans to accomplish that, and get buy-in from all residents. And indeed, you see, for example, this year, 2014, the municipal budget will be growing 12.5%. That is more investments by the national government, more businesses. Lift your eyes, you'll see many cranes in the air, which are testimony for the belief of the private and public sector in the future of the city, and the investments come when people see a better future. We see growth in hotel occupancy from 40% to over 70%, and so now there's a new wave of investments by in the hotel business in Jerusalem. You see nightlife expanding, and so you see that the momentum is picking up, which I'm very proud of. That in turn creates more job opportunities. It takes the city out of its poverty. It's a process we got to follow through.
One of the big variables regarding this poverty is the Haredi segment, which is not working currently. Do you think the Haredim should serve in the IDF as well as join the workforce?
You'd be surprised at the number of Haredi ultra-Orthodox residents that are seeking jobs, that are willing to join the army. Not from the force of law, but from their own will. And my belief is that right now the challenge is not to convince them why to join the labor force. The challenge is how to create enough jobs to cope with the growing demand from the ultra-Orthodox sector to join the labor force. In Jerusalem, we made a fair, a municipal fair, for a job fair 2 years ago. We had 4,000 people join up. They all signed up and came and seek jobs. That's only in Jerusalem. That's a huge number. And right now, my goal, my challenge is create the jobs, get the industry rolling. And sometimes they need a bit of help to a little bit of complementary education or whatever is needed for the specific jobs. But the labor force in Jerusalem, the ultra-Orthodox sector, is joining the labor force in a fast pace. Unlike lots of politics that are done on a high level, on a national level, here in Jerusalem there's strong will, and we're working hand in hand with the ultra-Orthodox to get more and more of them into the job and labor force at their own will.
Yeah, in fact, you have started training centers, employment training centers, vocational studies centers to help engender that, yeah?
We're now investing, there's a pilot of 15, 16 million shekels a year to help thousands of ultra-Orthodox join the labor force. It's a joint venture with the national government. it is articulating the needs by the private sector, defining jobs that are relevant for the ultra-Orthodox sector, and then helping the different people that come to this pilot if they need extra training, if they need extra help or whatever, and make sure that they get hired. It's a process, a very healthy process. First of all, for the ultra-Orthodox people that are seeking jobs, and their families, and their neighborhood, and the city, and the national government. It is a win-win for all. It's got to be done in a way, and this is what we're mastering now, in a way that is complementing them.
Yeah.
The numbers are in thousands. The number in thousands. Our goal is to get thousands a year to the labor force.